So first things first, trace the front and the back block. I've also transferred the hip line and the darts on both blocks. The next thing rather that we're going to do is take out the darts, so the waist dart. So you just do that by measuring the width of the dart and then taking it out from the side. So mine was about 5 cm, but I didn't take out the entire 5 because I want some ease when I wear the dress. So I've just taken out about 2.5 centimeters, and I did the same thing for the back. So that's me eliminating the dart now. That means that dart no longer exists, and that part of the pattern also no longer exists. Moving to the back, I'm just repeating the same steps. Get the measurement of your waist dart, take out that measurement from the side of the back block. So once again, I didn't take out the entire measurement because I wanted to be free. However, after sewing a mock-up, I could tell that the ease at the back was too much. So I ended up taking out, or rather sewing some darts on my bodice. That's just something to bear in mind. So mine has darts still, even though I eliminated them. Now I'm going to just be fine-tuning my lines, so I shouldn't have sharp edges. I'll use the curve ruler to just smoothen those areas. For this next step, we're going to be focusing on just the front part of the block. We still have our shoulder dart. I'm going to be moving it down towards the side of the dress. So it's going to be like a French dart because I'm just going to take it up from the waistline about 5 cm, 3 to 5 centimeters. So that point I'm marking is where my dart is going to sit. I've made a mark there, and I'm going to connect it to the apex of the shoulder dart. Once that line is in place, the next thing to do is slash it so we can close the shoulder dart. That's my line slashed. I'm now going to go ahead and close my shoulder dart. The shoulder dart is now taken care of. We have our shoulder to work on now. What we're going to be doing is taking down the neckline, reducing the armhole, and just drawing out the shoulder. So from the neckline, I'm going to go in by about 2 cm. So you can take whatever measurement you want at this point. I'm just doing what suits me. I'm also going to bring the shoulder in by 1.5. And at the neck, so the base of the neck, I came down by about 2 cm. Once again, after making a toil of this neckline, I realized I didn't want it to be that low. I wanted the boat neckline to be really high. So I did my neckline again. So if you want yours to be high, don't bring it down by 2 cm like I'm doing in this video. Moving to the armhole, I'm going down by 1.5 cm. So now that I have all my points, I'm just going to use my hand to draw a faint line. Once I'm happy with this faint line, I'll use the darker marker to just fine-tune my lines. I'm happy with the lines I've drawn so far. We'll come back to fine-tune them, but let's move to the back. As you can see, there's a 1 cm dart. We need to take it out from the side, so the armhole. All you do is just measure 1 centimeter and then draw it back to connect with the armhole. Now that that's connected, it means that that part of the pattern no longer exists. We'll need to take the same measurement we took on the front, on the back part of the dress as well. But first of all, just ensure that the shoulder line is straight. So blend that shoulder line. Now I'm going to repeat the same steps I took on the front dress, on the back part of the dress as well. So whatever measurement you've taken at the shoulder, the armhole, and the neckline, you'll repeat the same thing on the back part of the dress. I'm done replicating the steps on the back dress. It's time now to create the neckline, the back neckline. I'm going to be having a deep V neckline for my dress. That's me drawing the neckline. I am also going to take out gaping because once you've tampered with the neckline, you must take out gaping. To focus on the gaping part of this pattern, I'm going to separate both pieces so we can focus on the front first and then the back next. For this part, I'm just trying to determine the areas I think gaping will occur. We've tampered with the armhole, we've also tampered with the neckline, so we'll definitely need to take gaping from both areas. Gaping basically is drawing dots along the areas where you'll find the ease. And then once you have those dot lines, just slash them and cover them up. Once they've been covered up, you need to blend your lines back to normal. So right here, I'm just taking the gaping, or rather just drawing my lines. Once I'm done drawing them, I'll slash them, take out the gaping and blend my lines. Here's what the pattern looks like now that the gaping is out. The next thing to do for this front is put some paper under that French dot we have there, and we'll basically be done with the front. That's the dot fixed. I'll go on to cut out the rest of the front bodice and move to the back. Once again, repeating same steps taken on the front. We're taking out the dot. I'm just drawing my slash lines and I'll eliminate the dot and then cut out the pattern. When I finished cutting out the pattern, I sewed a test fit. There are certain things I changed. So at the hem, I created an A-line silhouette because I just felt like it'll look better and I ended up preferring that look. So that's something to bear in mind if you choose to make this style. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.